Girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card. And today is going to be what are they afraid of? We've done that in the past. I think that can be quite interesting. Can be triggering as well. So stay cool. And it doesn't have to be always about love. It can be simply about a situation you have at work as well. Okay, so let's do two powers and let's try to behave. She says, and let's try to make this work. Okay, dropping everything. Right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, okay, fine. Pile number 1. Every single time, except I know. What they're afraid of. Pile number 1, the devil. 10 of Wands, the hermit. They're very much afraid because they, rushing into the cave. Male, female, doesn't matter. Everyone has their own cave. They just want to go and hide somewhere because they just wait for something to, it's not going to last, it's going to be okay, I'm going to be fine, yeah, just don't, I need to get away from this. Why? Because there is an enormous attraction towards you. There is an attachment that is almost like, an obsession. Very, very sexually charged. George is here. Excuse me. So they're afraid of the intensity of that attachment. It's massive. Massive, massive, massive. That's almost kind of, they cannot stop watching you maybe on social media. They cannot stop watching you altogether or thinking about you. The intensity, it's, they can't control it. It's out of hands almost. What they're afraid as well is maybe being connected to someone else with whom they have sort of a codependency. It's maybe a third party situation where they actually, even though, excuse me, getting deeper and deeper, even though it's not pure happiness, it's something they're used to. And we are all kind of guilty for this. We like how routines change, transformation is scary. And with you, not only is completely out of hands and obsessional, but at the same time, it is, new, different. So they need to drop something. That could be that third party. They have been doing a lot of things out of obligation because that's the way they've been brought up, because that's their job, because that's their relationship, their marriage, whatever. But now they very much about to drop everything and concentrate on themselves. What do I want for me? Intense. The thing is, that's why they're having a moment of pause, because the decision, once it's done, is done. And to be fair, after the 10 of Wands, what you have an Ace of Wands. When that decision is made, there's no going back, because inevitably you have that Ace of Wands when you had a fire in your belly and you go for something brand new. Right. Bingo. And they know, they sense it. They have the opportunity to have the happy ever after with you. Maybe they thought they had it before and with that other person, but unfortunately now they realize, oh my goodness, I was so wrong. It's difficult to accept when we're wrong, particularly when you base your whole life on someone else or something else. It is a very tricky, conscious moment when you have to appreciate I got it wrong. It's tricky, very tricky. But there's a wish granted. That 10 of Cups is something they were dreaming of, hoping they had it already, and they realize it didn't. And they have to also to appreciate that, okay, I might lose a certain level of quality of life to a certain aspect, maybe financially, but what I will gain is a quality of life in my heart and the peace of mind, the serenity that I don't have right now. Oops, 2 cards. Here we go. Well, first of all, is I regret. They probably had an opportunity with you and they missed it, and they don't want to miss it again. They have regret, they need to fix it. Because now they grow the maturity of the Six of Pentacles. I love you as much as you love me, I'm transparent. Maybe they didn't tell you they were with someone else. Maybe they pretend to be somebody they were not. But now they have to come clean, they have to say the truth. And the way they want to love you, the way they want to be loved as well, is very equal, very transparent. But maybe they have to go through a separation, a divorce, the blah, blah, the same thing. Very powerful, very powerful. And that's why they're afraid. What they can have access to with you is so intense. They never experienced that before. And it's going to be a very shambolic moment, first of all, before they can even attempt to have a chance with you. because there's no way you're gonna open the door if they're still with someone else. Absolutely no way. Interesting. Very powerful indeed. So that was pile number one. Pile number two, what are they afraid of? Two of Wands, the Emperor, Ace of Pentacles. Well, here you have it. There is an idea of a choice between two. It's very possible, but also you waiting because you know you are in the Empress position. Typical. You know, you wait for the ship to come back to the harbor. They're afraid of becoming the Emperor, but it's almost inevitable. Absolutely. Because when an emperor is ready, that person goes for what they truly want. They don't fluff around. They don't take any prisoners. They go for, and male, female, doesn't matter, that energy of movement forward. I know what I want. I go and get it. There's no going back. Very extreme. But also I feel like there is an idea of destiny now is ready. Before it wasn't the case. And sometimes, as I say, you can have the best people in the world, but if the timing is off, forget it. So there was a lot of things happening in the background, as I like to say, and we're not aware of most of it or any of it. So the things, coming in and falling into place naturally, and that's the beauty of it. That's when there is that offer. Okay, they may be afraid, of course, of entering that gate. It's a new opportunity, it's a gift from, the universe. And there's an idea of a new beginning, maybe a new offer, maybe a new job. There is a lot happening at the moment. It's a lot of novelty. And that maybe scared them. That shake their boat in some ways. That shake their routine, right? Fair enough. They're going to go for it. And they may have felt like a fool. Why can't I just stay put? Why can't I just stay where I am and transform everything? I'm insane, I don't even know where I'm going, but I'm going anyway. That is crazy. But that is what an emperor does as well. They just go for it. They take that movement forward, that step forward, and that is it. There's no going back. No going back. Even if they don't even know how it's going to work out at the end, they don't care. They go for it. They're so strongly charged that that's it. Yeah, the mind was very limited at the time when they first maybe connected with you or whatever. They were plateau, a certain level, and life was okay, but it was not exciting, and it was just like, I know what I'm doing, and that's all cool, but I could go there, but that means that I have to remove my own, tights. And that is an idea of, I put that on myself, by myself, and I have to remove them all now. I'm so stuck, but at the same time, I can't stay there any longer. That because I'm aware of this now. When you don't know this is existing, you think you are in the right place at the right time. But he didn't have, or she didn't have, the awareness of this. So you can close yourself off into a routine because you don't want to see, the rest of the world. Nice try. Doesn't work. Just like to say that. Anyhow, yes, there's been one obstacle after another. It's been so challenging for your connection, guys, that I think, they almost gave up. But because they were resisting it, that's why they don't see, it. Yes, they had to drop something in order to go again to the top of the mountain and to open the heart. They had to let go of the darkness, an attachment, a toxicity, a heavy bag they may have been carrying since day one almost, when they were a little boy, little girl. And they didn't know that was actually slowing them down to the ascension. Now they know. And boom, bada boom. Of course. So, there was a lot of obstacle. Eventually they had to drop, go to the 10 of Wands, and absolutely dropping what was heavy on their heart or their life in order to travel light and go to the top of the mountain and with a fire in the belly. At the end of the day, now what they're not afraid of is definitely to move forward. They're not afraid now of taking risk, having the fire in the belly, having a new idea, go for that new job, go for that new project, set up their own business, or going for the person they love. Now they are unstoppable. Perfect. Et voilà. On this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.